California. It's not the greatest, especially you get a lot of bad shit like gangs and stuff from Fresno and Bakersfield. Not where you want to raise a family. So that's what we were talking about. So I decided
Dude, we got connected. How long ago was that?
I'd say almost about a year ago.
Yeah.
Out at Brandon's.
That we did. We connected over a workout, and I watched you come in and absolutely kill yourself.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, oh man, this is my type of guy. You had come back. You had taken some time off or something from working out, and you came back in injury ridden and everything else like that. And I watched you doing an entire workout with your heart rate in the red, but you didn't quit at any point.
Yeah, pretty much at the risk of heart attack the whole time.
You were. But dude, I knew
that's how those workouts go out there.
Yes, they do. But I knew right then and there, I was like, oh, this is my type of dude. And then, we continued to talk, and then we met up for a one-on-one workout, and then we kind of dived into a little bit of your history and your story. And I quickly realized you and I have quite a few things in common with your with all that. Mm-hmm. So, kind of taking a look back at your journey and everything like that, like what would you, I don't want to say let's go right into your rock bottom moment, but when you started noticing that life kind of started taking a little bit of a left, like what was going on for you, or like how did that all kind of take place?
Yeah, so I'm originally from California.
Also, who are you? And
So my name is Tyler Dock. I'm originally from California, Central Valley, not LA. I gotta make that clear.
Gotta let them know.
Blue collar boy, country boy, like doing outdoor shit. Started with working with my dad. My dad had a car washing business on the side. He was also ran a car paint business, and started working with him. Found a passion for working with cars, and did that as a side hustle all throughout high school. Kind of gave me my acknowledgement of my entrepreneurship. Hard worker, just started saving up my money, not touching it. Got my first truck at 14 years old. Took that as a really good badge of my independence, and that I can go get things on my own. I don't have to wait for anyone to give it to me.
Yeah, at 14, getting your own vehicle. Let's go.
Of course, you get the hate with all the kids, daddy's money, all this.
Yeah.
But that's where I also learned how to deal with haters.
Yeah.
And learning that having haters is a good thing. Obviously, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So learned at an early age with all that, maturing, basically already knowing how to run a business. Like I said, I was mowing yards every weekend from 11 years old all the way to 14, never spent a dime. And then my neighbor had this truck, a 1999 Chevy Silverado, bright red. He was the type of guy that would get hot rods and then he'd flip them real quick. And one day I just looked over, saw that truck was for sale, and immediately I told my dad, that's the truck I want. Mm-hmm. So with all the money I had saved, I bought that truck. So by sophomore year, I had to sit for a year just looking at that truck in the driveway,
right,
in anticipation of driving it. And then throughout high school, that's where I met my first wife, Alyssa. She was a little country girl, into ag and all that, kind of my style. We dated for about a year, and then my parents decided they wanted to move out of state, try things different. So we moved to Missouri for a year. So we ended up breaking up. It only lasted about a year. My parents were so used to the hustling. They were always working 2 jobs, so Missouri was way too slow for them. So we ended up moving back, and immediately I was like, what is she up to? Come to find out, she had already met someone else. They had been dating for a while. The dude ended up living 4 houses down from me.
Oh.
So every day coming home, I had to pass by the house, seeing her truck in his driveway, which is like,
yeah.
Long story short, 2010, she got diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. Went through all the rehab on that, chemo, open heart surgery because she had a tumor next to her heart. Just went through hell. Mm-hmm. The dude was going out to bars, cheating on her, just being
amidst all this.
Yeah, just being a typical douchebag. I had just got my first house built, and she had reached out wanting to bring me a housewarming gift. So she came over. Immediately I noticed like how bad she looked. Not just even health-wise, just depressed, mm-hmm. and just hurt. And one thing led to another. She was wanting to come over and see me more often. I was already talking to someone. Mm-hmm. And I told her, I go, this isn't fair. Like, I had a thing for you. I'm starting to fall back in love with you, but you are with someone. I'm talking to someone that's just, we can't do this. And she sent me a text 2 minutes later. She goes, I just clocked out of work. I'm going to pick up my horse trailer and I'm moving my stuff out of his house right now.
Really?
So I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing this. So immediately I text the girl that I was talking to and I'm like, yo, like, I'm sorry, but this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
We got together. She moved in with me. We sold my house, took the equity from that. She was a cowgirl, liked riding, but when she had cancer, it really took her away from doing barrel riding and all that. And I wanted a place where she could come home and not have to drive an hour to her parents' house and then go ride. It was discouraged her.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it close to where when she got home, she had her horses there, could have her therapy. Well, her mom's place was available. And so we were like, we'll invest our money in that, fix it up. Moved in there. Little did I know, she had tried committing suicide when she was 19. Before they diagnosed her, she was going to the doctors, hey, I'm not feeling well. I think there's something wrong. They're just telling her, it's in your head. She tried overdosing, and it was in that house. And that's when they did the x-rays and stuff, found the tumor and everything else. When I was trying to get the house, she wasn't really telling me why she didn't want to move in there.
Mm-hmm.
She was just like, nah, let's find something else. I'm like, why? This is like the perfect situation for us. So she ended up giving in. We moved in there. And then right when we were talking with mortgage brokers and stuff about what can we afford to give her mom for buying it, her mom bailed on it. And so, of course, we had all our eggs in a basket on this, and it went into like a panic, like, what do we do now? I was just transitioning into a different job, so we already had that we were dealing with. And it turned into a fight, not because we were mad at each other. It was just the situation itself. We were just taking out our frustration. Instead of vocalizing what we were going through, instead we were just attacking each other. Turned into a fight. I was on the phone talking with someone, and she had walked in the living room, and she goes, just know I love you. And then she walked out of the house. And then I was on the phone. I didn't hear anything. I was like, you know what? I need to go for a drive. I need to clear my head. She didn't like me doing that, but I was like, this is something I need a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Went outside, went to go tell her that I was going to leave. And when I opened her truck door, she was sitting there, blood coming out of her nose and the pistol in her lap. I didn't know that she had fired off the firearm. I assumed maybe she got mad, hit herself or something. Like, I don't know. I just panicked, picked her up, pistol still in her lap, everything. Grabbed her, took her to my truck, threw her in. I'm yelling at her, Alyssa, what'd you do? What's going on? Like, threw her in my truck. And of course, it's 120 miles an hour. The truck can't go if it could go faster, I'd be pinning it.
Right.
I'm running cars off the road. I'm fucking laying on the horn. Anything I can do to get there as fast as I can. Called the hospital ahead of time. Hey, I don't know what's going on. Be ready. Called their family. They're freaking out. I come into the fucking emergency room driveway hot. I come out and they see her immediately and they go, oh God. And I panicked. And I go, get the fuck out of my way. And I just picked her up and ran her into the hospital. And it's just like the movies where you see someone going through this and you're like, damn, I can only imagine what that feeling is. And at that moment, it was like, there's so many more levels beyond that. Mm. It's the most numbing fucking thing ever. It went from I've never been so mad. The nurses were starting to stop working on her. I'm yelling at the nurses to continue. They're trying to get rid of me. I'm threatening to hit doctors. I'm just losing my shit.
Yeah.
And then they pronounced her dead, and I had to lay there with her for like 30 minutes until they finally brought me away. And when they brought me in another room, that's when the numbness hit of there was literally so much quiet, just nothing going on. I'm looking over at my family, they're crying, and I'm just nothing. The impact, people think it's an easy way out to do suicide. It's not. they don't understand what they leave behind.
Mm-hmm.
All the pain they're going through just gets carried on to the next person. That's all the loved ones.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the depression and stuff she was going through. She was taking Norcos to deal with her depression. She just wanted to be numbed out.
Yep.
I didn't know anything about depression at the time, so I didn't see all the signs. Kind of pissed off about that, but nothing I can do about it now. It wasn't until it rolled over to me, then the depression hit me, the anxiety, everything. Then it was like I saw I could go back and every scenario, bam, there was an indicator. Boom, that's what that was. It hit me so hard. I mean, I lost everything. I had animals. I couldn't even feed myself. I'm not eating.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything on my phone. I'm not going to work. I basically just gave up. And I had a truck that was financed. They had to come repossess it. So, I mean, I lost my vehicle. I had to go, whatever money I had left, I was selling shit just to be able to get a couple grand to go get a vehicle to get into.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what, this is pointless. And I started getting suicidal tendencies. I'm thinking about, like, because we talked, like, we're going to live forever together. If you pass, I'm going with you, that kind of shit. And now I'm sitting here like, she went out and here I am. Like, It made me feel like selfish. Like, I'm like, dude, like, so I started thinking about ways I could out myself. What kind of mixture of sleeping pills I could take. Slitting my wrists, I was like, no. I ended up getting a 12-gauge shotgun. I loaded up a 12-gauge shotgun. And I actually went and parked in the driveway where she did it. And I just sat there and had the shotgun on my lap loaded and just contemplating things. And then I was pretty much just saying, like, my mental goodbyes. And then I just pulled out my phone to text someone, and I had already had an app open. And the very first thing that popped up was Onnit, the company Onnit. It's a supplement, and they sell exercise equipment and stuff. Cowboy Cerrone has been an idol of mine. When my wife and I were watching UFC fights, Cowboy was on. It was like all plans out the door. Everything to watch Cowboy. And it was just, I loved the lifestyle he lived, everything he was about. And I'd watch fights. I mean, I can't sit still. I'm moving, dodging, and she would just laugh at me. And she's like, "Why don't you try this stuff? Like, you're good at most things you try. Like, why don't you go give it a shot?"
Right.
And I was always like discouraged. Like, no, I talked myself out of it. This ad came on from Onnit, and it was Cowboy, and he's talking about every day's a choice, and you have to cowboy up. The work you put in is your deposit. You keep putting in your deposit, and you'll have that day where you have your withdrawal. And it's all worth it. But you have to live a life worth living. That's his motive. And something about that just fucking snapped. And it just told me, like,
I know you say cowboy, but that's God right there, dude. Holy.
Yeah, it gets better. So I immediately am like, I have to cowboy up. What the fuck am I doing? Like, this is not me. Why am I wanting to give up? She would be pissed if she saw how I was right now. This is the last thing she would want me doing. She was such a strong little chick. Like, it intimidated me, honestly, because it was like the stuff she had went through, the pain. It was the point, if I hurt myself, I didn't want to say anything. Like, she's gonna look at me and, you little bitch,
Yeah.
So with this, I was like, I have to change. I have to buckle up. So she took her life the day after our 1-year anniversary. And on our anniversary date, we were talking about, we wanted to move to Texas. We wanted to start a new life in the valley of where I lived in Visalia, California. It's not the greatest, especially you get a lot of bad shit like gangs and stuff from Fresno and Bakersfield. Not where you want to raise a family. So that's what we were talking about. So I decided I wanted to pick up my shit and have a fresh start. Just start over. clean slate. I had tried moving on in the small town. You go to bars or you go out wherever with friends, you run into her ex-coworkers or whatever, and the way they look at you, stuff, you can't truly heal. Or I felt that for me. So I just told my friends, I'm like, I think I'm going to go to Texas. I'm going to have a fresh start. And they're like, oh, yeah. Well, 3 days later, I showed up with a U-Haul completely packed at the front door saying, hey, goodbye. And they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, dude, now I'm doing it. When I make a decision, it's full throttle.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way to Texas, I knew that Albuquerque could be en route if I took the north route. And Cowboy had just posted about he got a white buffalo at his ranch. And I made a comment on one of his posts saying, hey, man, you're a huge inspiration to me. I've been going through some shit, and I'm moving to Texas. Would love to meet you. And immediately responded back, come on by.
No shit.
Yeah. And I was like, what the hell? Like, is this real? So stopped at the ranch. I drove all day long, woke up at like 3 a.m., drove nonstop. I was so excited. I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm stopping.
Yeah.
So all the way till about 11 a.m., pulled into the ranch. He had this off-road race going on. They were building a truck in the shop. So I came in, started bullshitting with him, stayed up all night. Next day, we started building some fence for his new buffalo, and we worked all day long, nonstop. And Cowboy's the type, that dude will work like 14, 16 hours and take like maybe a couple 10-minute breaks, if that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll eat a freaking Pop-Tart, and then he's good to go.
Yeah.
It's like, dude's a machine. And there's a lot of people that can't keep up with him. And I was one of the few. I feel I'm pretty confident that I was able to like work with him pretty side by side. And we were done working on, it was like 9:30, he comes up to me and he's like, hey dude, what do you think about wrapping it up? I'm like, well man, we only got like one or two more panels and then we're good. Like, let's just finish it out real quick. And he's like, okay. And then he turns around and taps me on the shoulder. He's like, no dude, I'm just joking. We're done. We're good. And he's like, you're a fucking hard ass worker. And then he offered for me to stay there. He's like, dude, why don't you just stay here? He goes, I got a fight coming up. I could use some help around the ranch. Like, so I mean, I was like, shit, can't turn that down.
Yeah.
So stayed there, did ranch work. I mean, obviously I'm not a professional fighter or anything. Yeah. So I can't contribute with going in there and sparring with them every day. But I love working. Mm-hmm. I could go do the ranch work, which just felt, that was my therapy. It's so healing.
Yeah.
Especially out there, to be able to be in the middle of nowhere, not a lot around you, be able to have your space, do your thing. The support that his family brought in when I came in is unbelievable. Between him, his wife Lindsay, they have a beautiful family, little kids. They have, he just had his fourth son, so now he's up to 4 boys.
Yeah.
I just helped around the ranch when guests would come in. I'd help host if Cowboy was busy. I'd just kind of like show the guests around. If they need anything, I'd help out. Babysat his kids, played with them. Just had a blast. Basically, he showed me that a life worth living and how to do it.
Right.
The blueprint right in front of me.
Right. Bro, I go back to what you said about, the feelings you had when all that was taking place. And within these past couple of years, I had somebody close, take their life. And I remember I was there right after it had happened, and I saw the effects it had on everybody. And I remember I got super upset when I was there, but it wasn't, in all honesty, it wasn't because this person had taken their life. For them, I was mad at them. You know what I mean? I was mad, like, you selfish motherfucker. Like, how could you do this? Because I sat there and I watched a mother and a baby's mother sit there and fucking sob. And there were cries that I'll never unhear. And I'm sure I know you relate with that to more so than I can. But that was what I came away with. And so even when, this past year, last January, I'm going right when we met, I was going through like my hard time and all that, but that was the one thing I held on to. It was like I watched what that did to other people, and no matter what I'm going through, I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and all I know is I've made it through it all. You know what I mean? By the grace of God, I made it through it all, and so I know I'm going to make it through this. And now at least I have some tools to be able to deal with this, knowing I can go run or work out or be around community. Before I didn't know any of that shit. But yeah, I always go back to that, and it's like, man, like that's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Things pass, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I've dealt with depression, and it's so hard to when you're in depression, you feel like everybody should just understand it. But people who don't feel that, they're like, well, just feel better. Do something that makes you happy. Like, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I've needed to live enough life to understand where it's like, all right, when I feel like this, I need to go work out. I need to go run. I need to go be around people that are uplifting me. Like, it takes that action of me getting my feet on the ground in the morning and go to fucking do that. Or I'm just going to sit here and keep feeling like that. But, dude.
Surround yourself with community and mentors.
Exactly.
People that are going to lift you up. They're going to keep you in up spirit.
Right. And so that's very much what I was doing when I met you guys and I was coming out to the ranches and those workout, because it was like, these motherfuckers, like, these are the people I need to be around. This is getting my blood going. I'm fucking pushing myself. I'm overcoming, and it snapped me right out of it.
Solid dudes. You need a solid group of friends. Doesn't have, I found it just takes a few.
Right. And, everyone always automatically assumes or everything I'm doing is like fitness based. You know what I mean? I love fitness, love going to the gym, love working out and anything. But most of all, that is my mental health fucking medicine every day. Like, I need that. I think we as humans need that stuff.
We need outlets.
But the outlet, the community, the physical exertion, the what it does for your mental health, like, there's so many different things. And so that's literally why I'm always talking about it. Like, I don't give a shit if you work out or not. Like, if you don't, it's on you. But I'm telling you, your life will fucking change for the positive if you do.
The gym's one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, right.
You can go there. You can be in whatever mood you want. People are going to let you do your thing. You're not going to be people going to, what's wrong? Just work through your emotions.
Yeah.
Do it. You're also improving your health. You're working on yourself, whether you know it or not.
Right.
That's honestly where I turned to. Instead of turning to drugs, because I have a very addictive personality.
Yeah.
When I get on something, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
And I knew I couldn't turn that route.
Right.
So I turned to the gym. I was working out in the gym 4 or 6 hours a day, and that was my outlet.
Right.
And it literally pulled me out of it.
And dude, just like, I go back to my story. Everything I hear from a guest, I always, relate back to the things that I've been through. But hearing you say, damn, where was I going with that? Damn, I forgot where I was going with that. You said something earlier that triggered me to think something of like how that was for
the numb feeling.
No, it wasn't the numb feeling.
Or seeing what they were going through.
Oh, for so long, my friend Penny, she's the one that got me into running. And so I've always attributed and credit to her, like, Penny saved my life. And I still very much think Penny saved my life. But I now know that God sent Penny into my life. You know what I mean? Just like God made sure that you saw that random fucking On It ad of the perfect fucking time. You know what I mean? 2 minutes before that, if somebody would have came up and be like, hey, you're going to fucking go live with Cowboy Cerrone and fucking, it's going to happen in 2 minutes.
I would have laughed my ass off.
Yeah, are you fucking crazy? But like, there's a saying, you know what I mean? Don't leave before the blessing happens. Don't ever fucking, don't leave before it happens. But dude, like, that's.
And the more you open your mind to opportunity, you'd be surprised what will come your way.
Yeah, for sure. Well, dude, when I met you, you were already rocking and rolling with your business and everything like that. It was just under a different name, but you have a new theme now, a new thing, and fucking, dude, it couldn't be cooler. I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah. So when I moved to Texas, I started a mobile detailing business. Named it TKO because I was around a lot of fighters and stuff. Right. I was training jiu-jitsu. That was also an outlet I did that mellowed me out.
Amazing community as well.
Yeah, dude, the community is so crazy how much they're willing to help you out.
Yes.
So between all that, I was like TKO Auto Spa, started that up, and then just recently I rebranded. So now we are Area 512 Auto Spa. In the works of also opening up a Area 512 Auto Lab, which will be doing like window tinting, vehicle wraps, stuff like that. And then also Area 512 Outfitters doing clothing.
Doing big things. And you got a boy, Tex, who is not from this world that I just saw yesterday, was helping point out our big 100th episode weekend we got coming up, and he was helping me promote that a little bit. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, there's a lot of podcasts out there, but we might be the only one to have an actual alien at their 100th episode. So I'm fucking excited about it.
Yeah, that's going to be Tex is excited to be there as well. He's excited to meet the community.
Let's go. We got to meet Tex soon. So where did you originally come up with the idea? Like, what made you go with that?
So
why did it resonate with you?
We're in the works of building a car wash in Austin. It's going to be a UFO, animated tunnels, doing a world first tunnel, world first car wash.
Okay. What does that mean? What is world first?
So basically, you can go through a car wash and you have the biggest thing you can do is, oh, I got rainbow soap hitting my windshield. That's what most people are posting.
My wife loves the rainbow soap.
Okay. We were watching that and we're like, I've always wanted to come up with a car wash, but I've always sat on it. I'm like, I got to wait till something clicks. And I was like, I want something different. Obviously, I'm going with dressing up as a damn alien going around Austin. I want to be different and I want to stand out. And I was like, what can we do to make the car wash more entertaining? From seeing moms at car washes trying to entertain their kids while they're jumping around all the seats and they're vacuuming, all that stuff, what can we do to make it fun for the family? And so I was like, you know what? What if we mix like an attraction ride with the car wash? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 200-foot tunnels with touchless equipment, so no one has to worry about the cars getting scratched or anything. And then it's going to be LED TVs all the way down. So it's going to be like you're watching a movie as you're going through your car wash.
Right.
So yeah, we're just kind of leveling up the game. Just want to stand out.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's where seeing the rainbow soap, I was like, space theme. Do a space theme car wash. Area 51. And then I was like, the area code's 512. Area 512.
Love it.
And that's where now we are.
Love it. Texas pretty popular when he's bebopping up and down Congress or something like that.
Yeah, you definitely get quite a bit of interaction.
That's cool.
It's pretty fun to watch. The kids especially love it.
I bet. Let me go back to, I didn't mean to glaze over the cowboy stuff. I was just excited to talk about what you're doing now. But
yeah.
Like, going back, how long did you end up spending on the ranch with him?
So I was at Cowboys for almost about 5 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you think was your biggest lesson you learned while you're out there being around him?
Don't say no to opportunities. Just if you got the chance to go do something fun, fucking think about it later.
Yeah.
Go live life. That's what I got out of it. The dude's got it made, man, and he's got everything at the ranch he needs.
Mm-hmm.
Just show me like the kind of life I want.
Yeah. God, right there.
Yeah.
But that's a great lesson, because there's so many, just being willing to go show up somewhere or do something, you know what I mean? Fly out to California where I know nobody and go introduce myself, and then now I have people out there, and you know what I mean? Like taking opportunities like that, you know what I mean? I talk to a lot of people that do podcasts or social media, and they're like, "Oh, my stuff's not growing. My stuff's this." And I'm like, "Are you going out here? Are you meeting these people? Are you doing this? Are you doing this?" Or, well, no. I don't. That's the only way I've got it to be able to grow it all is, you know, you got to get out there and network. Like,
yep.
Living in this world where it's like I'm going to post the magic video and go viral is like, it's never been a thing for me. So,
or it's just temporary.
Get out there and grind that shit.
Yeah. Just go out there and.
But dude, I've gotten connected with people like you know what I mean? Some of the most amazing people I know in my life are being able to get outside of my comfort zone, go try new things, around new people, and then who knows who the fuck you meet.
I'm the biggest introvert there is. If I could have it my way, I'd be home 24/7.
Right.
But in order to grow and learn more about yourself, you have to go outside your comfort zones. Right. You have to go do things that you normally wouldn't.
Right.
And that's where some of the biggest doors have opened for me by doing stuff like that.
So once you left Cowboys Ranch, were you good to go? Are you still at that time? Are you still kind of suffering with some mental health stuff? Obviously, I know this is stuff you'll be dealing with for the rest of your life.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I wasn't healed all the way. Still was refusing to seek therapy, talk it out. Obviously, I went to Cowboys and did cool shit, hung out with a lot of really awesome people. But I still wasn't learning how to talk and get through it. And I just thought I don't need therapy. You know, I got this. Typical shit. Mm-hmm. No. I came to Texas, started my business. It was from word of mouth. It started cranking immediately. Started getting some pretty big names to where it was like, whoa, I got something here. So my brother was doing detailing in California, and I had offered for him to come move here, partner up with me, and sky's the limit. Convinced him, basically sacrificed all my money, everything to get him here, get us in a house, all this, all to find out he was just coming here to start a business underneath me, and he was going to steal my clients.
Your brother?
Yeah.
What the?
So we end
Family.
up getting an altercation. He got up in my face. First instinct, I like grabbed him by the neck, like, "Yo, dude, this is your warning."
Is your big brother or little brother?
Little brother.
Okay.
He called the cops, so I got arrested. There's another rock bottom. Now I'm right back to square one. I'm in prison.
You went to
I'm
prison?
sorry, I'm down in Austin.
Okay.
My bad.
I was gonna say, went
I
to
better
prison over there?
Yeah. So I'm in Austin. I'm down in my cell. Can't contact anyone. The few friends I had, they weren't pulling through for me. And of course, the person closest to me is the one that put me in there. So now I'm right back to how I felt when Alyssa passed away. I got nothing. Sitting in my cell to the point where the first 2 days I'm there, I don't even have water to drink, nothing. I'm in this, COVID's still going on, so they're like isolating people, not checking up on cells. I'm losing my shit. The isolation, the quietness, I'm not used to it. I'm used to always having distractions.
You didn't have the little push button sink on the back of the toilet? You didn't have one?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it was, not cool. But the silence is what got me. I was deep valley, thinking bad thoughts, looking at the bed, looking for sharp spots, seeing where I can cut myself, losing my shit. And then one of my good friends, Justin Wren, he has a foundation, Fight for the Forgotten.
Definitely know who Justin Wren is.
Awesome dude. Most amazing soul ever. He had got word, he overheard my friend that I was communicating with that what had happened, and he immediately came and bailed me out of jail.
Really?
Yeah, immediately. Came, bailed me out. Shit, right after he bailed me out, he took me to a Gordon Ryan jiu-jitsu match.
Right.
I get out, and he's picking me up. I was in there for almost 7 days. I'm like trying to recoup.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on, let's go to this tournament." I'm like, "Nah, dude, I don't think that's right now. I think I need to just go home." And like, he's like, "No, this is what you need."
Yeah.
Took me, made me go. The dude has been amazing. He's been there. That's another person I owe a lot with where I'm at right now. He's always been there for me, no matter what. One of those friends, always uplifting, always making sure you're all right. Sorry, I kind of got distracted there.
No. I definitely know who Justin Wren is. I've
I've
only ever heard great things.
Yeah, so hit that rock bottom, and then that's where I kind of learned that redemption isn't a moment; it's a journey.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have your moments where you're gonna fall, but it's all about getting your ass back up.
Yep.
And that was the moment I was like, okay, I need the help. Like this, for me to be in this situation, this is all bad.
Mm-hmm.
Got kicked out of the house that we were living in. Now having to go back using the money that I pretty much didn't even have to get back into the apartment that I just moved out of.
Mm-hmm.
Restraining orders, finding out he's trying to steal clients, all that good shit. He ended up eventually moving. And then I just was like, okay, I gotta have a healthy balance. Before he moved here, I was working 14-hour days, no breaks, not giving myself mental health, like not focusing on my mental health at all.
Yeah.
So that's where I drew a line. I was like, okay, I can work so much, but I can't be a yes man. I have to learn when to say no. And then at that time, I had met my new wife, Jamie, on Facebook dating. We were trying that online dating stuff. It was just kind of like mind games. And I'm so busy, dude. I'm like, I don't have the time for this.
Right.
Forgot I had this app, matched with her, met her. She's the best thing in my life. Completely turned my life around. Showed me to love myself, even for the scars I have. She encouraged me to seek therapy, which I finally did. Game changer. Saw everything, all the way down to my childhood, all my roots, where some of my problems were.
Mm-hmm.
And that's got married. She's got a stepson, which is amazing. He's super athletic in all kinds of sports. I got 2 beautiful dogs. Got an amazing family now. Starting multiple businesses. Just learning to, no matter what you go through, there's a solution.
Right.
There is a solution. You just have to be willing to look for it.
Right.
And take action.
For sure. But like what you were talking about redemption and all that, I'd there's one thing I always say to people, and I'll say it online or social media to people, and it's just something that came off my tongue one time, and I just continued to use it. But I'm saying I'll just say the only difference between us and them is we don't quit.
Yeah.
Right. Like anybody that's part of my crew, that's the one thing I said, we don't quit. And I say it, but then you don't really like think about it. You know what I mean? And my wife and I were putting up Halloween decorations at my house, and she had this grand plan of all these things she wanted to do, and I was trying to tactfully let her know, like, I don't think that this is going to be a possibility with how you're describing it, but we'll try it. And so we tried it, and it wasn't going to work out or whatever, and she had her hopes really up on this all working out. Mm-hmm. And so she was very upset that it didn't, and she tried, and this was over the course of like 2 or 3 days, so she was putting a lot of effort into it. And finally, she just said, fuck it. And she, like, got mad and started ripping them out of the ground, what we were doing. And she's like, that's it. We're not doing it. I'm not decorating that. And I, like, scoffed at her. And I was like, what are you doing right now? Are you quitting? And then she was like, no, that's it. I don't want to do it. And I was like, that's it. All right, cool. Go in the house. I will do this now. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And every time you walk out of the house, you could look how nice this is going to look. And just know that you quit. Yeah. We don't quit in this house. But, like, and I'm saying this jokingly, trying to make her laugh in the midst of her being upset and all that. But I kept thinking about it as she went in the house, and I continued to build this stuff and make it all happen, where it was like, man, like, regardless of all my faults, because I'm far from perfect and everything like that, but one of the attributes I know is I don't fucking quit. And, bro, it's such a, it sounds dumb, it sounds cliche, but you want to talk about redemption or success in life, like, literally the only thing difference between me or anybody else is the fact that I won't quit at this. Mm-hmm. Whether it's podcasting, running, whatever the fuck I'm doing, I'll endure, and I'm not going to fucking quit. Because I know I've done things in my life that I've gotten through far, far tougher, far, far worser, and I know I can endure this. Mm-hmm. And so, like, it's such an important thing because, you know, in the running world, I say it, I don't know if everybody else says it, but especially in the ultra running world, what I've seen from people is when you drop from your first race, when you quit because you're injured or because you're whatever, it becomes very easy after that to continue to quit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like a mindset with people, and I'll watch them cold plunge. Cold plunge is a big one. Motherfuckers jump in the cold plunge, and you jumped in the cold plunge. Real quick. Yeah. But, like, that's the perfect thing. Like, I see these big jacked motherfuckers, they get in there for fucking 12 seconds and they're hopping out shivering and all that. It's like, bro, you didn't even break through the first, you just got to endure it. You got to get through it. But it's a recipe for success in life.
That's where you learn the most about yourself.
100%.
Yeah, you're pushing yourself to the limit, see what you're made of.
100%.
Yeah.
What do you do now? You know, you're a fucking busy guy. I see your work ethic. I see you out here grinding. So, like, mental health isn't just something that goes away. Yeah, you know what I mean? So what do you do now that's as busy as your schedule is and everything like that? What do you do that helps you stay centered?
So now, one thing I've noticed.
It ain't cold plunging. We know that.
No, it's definitely not cold plunging. But yeah, that's gonna be that's an uphill battle right there. I just want to go get cold.
I'm fucking cold. I'm fucking. Most people don't.
I'm a lizard, dude. Set me on a hot rock, I'm good.
Right.
But boxing.
Yeah.
I do boxing. I train, obviously, when I can. I got a crazy schedule, but I like, there's a gym in Cedar Park, Archetype Boxing. That's where I train. Great people, great atmosphere, really uplifting. So when you go there, you really feel like you're part of a community, like a family. I do like my workouts by myself. That's usually when I'm, like, going through the dark alley, sorting shit out, kind of just get myself back to neutral. But just finding the time for that.
Yeah.
Because it's real easy to say yes to stuff. Before you know it, you have no time for yourself. You're doing everything for everyone else. And then that's when you're taking back steps.
Yeah.
And so just finding a healthy balance and sticking to what I know makes me feel good.
Yeah. But it's so, you and I, you know, we're on similar kind of trajectories with everything we're doing, and we're like 100% grind mode at all times. Mm-hmm. But if I don't, like, I always say, like, I got to fill my cup before I can fill anybody else's. And, like,
most definitely,
I always said that thinking of, like, the people that follow me, the clients I've worked with, all that stuff. But it goes from my wife, my household, my family. Like, if I don't fill my cup up, I come home, I'm in a shitty mood, you know what I mean? Like, there's 10 different variations of what it could be. But, like, I have to have that time each day that carve out for myself. You know what I mean? It might look selfish or whatever, but I'm not operating at my best unless I go do this. Whether that's going for a run, working out, you know, whatever it means that day. Like I got to carve out.
You have to prioritize stuff.
Yeah.
And the way how you feel about yourself is gonna, your energy you're putting out.
Right.
And that's gonna affect everything you do.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure you're good.
Yep.
When you're good, everything else is good. Everything else falls into place. Everything goes way smoother. But if you're off and you don't acknowledge that and work with it, yeah, you're just gonna, it's a domino effect.
Right.
It's just nonstop, and then before you know it, you can't catch up.
Right, for sure.
So yeah, just learning to prioritize things. Family's number one. I don't work weekends now, very rarely. Football season, when my son's playing football, I'm there. No job can outrule that. I'm there for family. One thing I've learned out of everything I've been through, you can't put a price tag on time and memories.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. That's everything. The time you get with your family and the memories you get to make.
Yep.
That's all you have at the end. So take as much as you can while you can.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing I learned from Cowboy too. So that's where I'm at now. That's my priority.
Yeah.
My wife, my son, my animals, and then business too. Obviously I got multiple businesses, so that does I can't say I'm perfect, but making that a priority, it's really, that's, my mental health has been so much better. And then like I said, now everything's just opportunities left and right falling into place because I'm mentally able to accept them.
Yeah. You're a pretty damn good friend too, bro. For as busy you are and as all your priorities, you fucking show up for your friends like a motherfucker do.
That's one thing I like to take pride in. It's like I will take the shirt off my back for my people.
True story.
That's it's just I've since I was little, that's how I've been raised. You treat people how you'd like to be treated.
Right, and you attract people just like it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's good shit, dude. That's the fact that you're so busy and you're able to keep that centered. You know what I mean? Even with everything you've been through. You know, thank God for your wife. Now I met her before. Like couldn't have met a better woman to have in your life now. So that's fucking incredible. And it's amazing when you meet somebody and it's like, I'm not alone doing this anymore. Like now I have a fucking teammate.
And she knows me better than I know myself.
Right.
So she calls me out.
I fucking hate that shit, don't you?
She calls me out on my shit all the time.
I hate it.
Like she's almost too smart. It's like, damn it. But it's good. It keeps you in check.
Right.
She knows how to rein me back in because I'll go running and I'm just gone.
Right.
But she's like, yo, dude, get back a little bit, keep it under control. Like this is where you need to be right now.
The amount of times that I've had to go back and tell my wife she was right. Like I've finally gotten to the point where it's like, all right, you're right. I should have just listened to you.
You just say it. I mean, just tell her.
In the moment, that sounds absolutely absurd, and that's something that I would never do. But then fucking 2 days later, I'm like, fuck, why didn't I listen to you?
Yeah. Yep.
They know.
Yeah, they do. You can't. You have to trust the wife's instincts.
Damn it. How do they do it?
I don't know, man. It's a superpower.
They're fucking ninjas, bro.
But
I hate being wrong.
Gotta have it, man.
But I know.
Gotta have it.
Dude, it's the I don't know, it's the perfect, men and women, bro. It's like the perfect yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm able to, my wife would say this, so I'm not talking bad about females, but I think I balance my wife's crazy out. She balances my crazy out.
Same thing. Yep, same here.
We can monitor it.
Like she's the type that will like panic if she sees breaking in front. She's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Or if a dog growls, she immediately panics. I'm the opposite. It takes so much for me to panic.
Yeah.
I stay calm in all the situations most people do freak out, but because of what I've been through.
Yeah.
So with all the things, we really are a perfect balance. Sometimes it's frustrating, but it works out perfect.
How is it driving with your wife? Like you driving, her riding? How is it? How's the experience for you?
She doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it?
She hates my driving.
Does she gasp a lot when you drive?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have a heavy foot though.
Oh okay. See, I don't.
I have a heavy foot.
I don't even have a heavy foot, but if somebody's putting a turn signal on 3 lanes over, she's like, like that. And then when she does it, bro, I feel like we're going to get sideswiped by a Mack truck. So I'm
she doesn't understand
like,
that the reaction makes it so much worse than if you were just, let it happen.
She's like, well, I thought this. Like, no, you almost caused an accident because I feel like there's a fucking cement truck about to fucking sideswipe us that I missed or something.
And I come from racing, so it's like, when I was younger, I was racing go-karts and stuff like that. So it's like, I got pretty good driving experience. I know how to handle a car.
Right.
But she doesn't understand that.
Right.
And, yeah, I let her do the driving now. I chill. I catch up on my business shit and stuff while she's driving.
Oh, you let her drive?
Yeah. Now it's a thing. She does most of the driving. I drive all day long in my job though, dude.
Right.
I'm outside of Austin. I have to drive into Austin, bouncing all around Westlake, freaking East Austin.
For some
By the
reason,
time I get home, I don't want to drive, dude. I'm done.
For some reason, when I started, or when my wife got and I married, it's like she forgot how to drive. She doesn't drive. I drive everywhere. And
no.
She won't even back out of the garage.
See, she gets car sick.
Okay.
So for me, the way I have to drive to make everyone happy, it's not even fun.
Right.
All right. You go ahead.
I don't know.
Then I don't have to worry about anything.
Driving's supposed to be fun. Like,
I love driving, dude. I love driving.
I know you do.
But more when I'm by myself, when I can drive the way I want to drive.
Right.
Yeah.
Has your wrap on your truck caused you to drive differently?
Yeah, it sucks. I have to drive the speed limit now.
Right.
Maybe 5 over if I'm lucky.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's a billboard, and that tells a lot about you. Like, you can't be driving like a jackass out there. People are gonna be like, well, if he's driving like that, then how's he gonna be when he gets in my car and he's moving it around?
Right.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Oh yeah, for you, yeah. With
Yeah,
cars.
I used to have full size trucks and soup them up, chips, program, like everything. I wanted the louder the better.
Yeah.
But as you get older, you start maturing and realizing all that shit isn't really what you want.
Right.
So yeah.
You don't get any of that money back out of the vehicle when you get rid of it. All the money I used to spend in rims and systems that just fucking.
Well, and I'm not going to win no drag races in a Toyota Tacoma.
Right.
So.
It's Toyota though.
I mean, yeah, it lasts forever. That's what I'm trying to do, make it last forever.
Toyota's will for sure.
You'll love your wrap, dude. It's literally the best thing you can do for your vehicle.
When they were doing it and they were sending me all the get me to okay each version of it and all that stuff, they had my one logo has my name on the bottom. I was like, can we take that off? Let's just put the website up or something like that. Let's not put my name on the side.
Yeah, a little discretion.
Yeah. I've never liked my name on my logo, just because if somebody buys an I Am Redemption shirt, they don't necessarily. I Am Redemption is a statement for everybody. It's not just me, but they might not necessarily want to wear my name on there. So I'm like, let's take that off. But
it depends on the person, but
we'll see.
Yeah.
What So you and I are both big UFC fans.
Mm-hmm.
What other than Cowboy, who would you say are your other favorite fighters?
Oof. That's a tough one.
We'll make it easy. Top 3. First 3 to come to mind.
Top 3.
Favorite.
Dustin Poirier.
Okay, great one.
Max Holloway.
That would be one of mine.
God. Female. Rose Namajunas.
Oh man, Rose is my chick, dude. I love Rose. I love Rose, bro. She hasn't fought in forever, huh?
She fought recently.
Did she?
Yeah. She's still in the game.
I know she's still in the game, but
she's still going at it. Probably on the tail end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's done quite a bit in the game, but yeah, her fighting style, and that's another person I got to meet out at Cowboys and get to interact and.
Damn.
I got the role with her.
Really?
Chick's a beast, dude.
Yeah, I bet. Dude.
Chick's
she's
a beast.
Incredible human.
At the time, I was very, very white belt,
mm-hmm.
and so it's one of those things you're just spazzy and trying to use all your muscle, and even me being bigger than her and trying to move her.
Ain't happening.
Not happening, dude. She freaking owned me.
Right.
The whole time. So yeah, I'd say those were probably my 3 favorite fighters.
I'd have to go. I gotta go with Nate.
I mean, Cowboys number 1, obviously, but below that, yeah.
I gotta go with Nate. Nate Diaz is my number 1.
Yeah.
Rose is on there. Max is on there for sure. Nick Diaz is on there for sure.
Anyone scrappy.
Yeah.
I like scrappy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Khabib. I love Khabib too.
Strategic is cool, but when you got that grit and you want to get at it.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah. Bite down on your fucking mouthpiece and let's go.
Let's man up and let's freaking do this.
Dude, we went to UFC 300,
mm-hmm.
and we're sitting there watching the Max Holloway Dustin Poirier fight. Wait, no, Gaethje Holloway. Gaethje Holloway. And it's the final round, and Pereira, the champ, is fighting next, and so she had to use the bathroom, and I was like, all right, we'll go. Let's start making our way up there. We'll go, and so to time this right. Thank God, bro. It's the last round, final thing. We get to the top of the steps, and luckily I turn around all right, let's watch the end of the round, and it's right when he's in the middle going like this. So we caught it.
Oh,
I was like, can you imagine if we would have missed that? Like,
what a moment.
One of the greatest sports moments
moment.
of all time. If we would have missed that going to the bathroom, I would have been furious.
I feel really bad not saying it because that is one of my favorite fighters as well, Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's another person I've worked with. A solid dude.
Yeah, he
humble
seems like
as
it.
hell.
Seems like it.
Showed up to his house. He brought us in, let us hang out with him. Freaking took us for a ride around town. I'm gonna go there in the future and go golfing with him. Yeah, another super humble but solid dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost every I met so far doing this. I've met quite a few UFC fighters. Most all of them have been some of the most incredible human beings ever.
Mm-hmm.
There's been two that weren't really that cool. One guy I did a show with, and I haven't ever even released it. It was so bad.
Yeah, it's hit or miss.
But
it's hit or miss with them. For the most part, though, most fighters are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Plus, and I also take into effect they got people coming at them all day, trying to get them on shows. I obviously know I'm just another podcast, you know what I mean? So I'm not expecting special treatment, but you give respect, you hope you get it back.
That's one thing with like living with Cowboy. It really showed me like what they deal with, even just any type of fame. When you get to a certain level, how people start interacting with you. It's like everyone's trying to get something at you. And seeing that, I mean, people trying to charge higher prices or they're trying to throw just a bunch of free product at the chance to get in. I really just understood, like, seeing how Cowboy would interact with someone that just treat him normal. He's another human being. If you act like he's, and don't talk about the tip, oh, what's your next fight? Like, he talks about that all day long.
Yeah.
Bring up some shit that he doesn't get the chance to talk about.
That's
other stuff in his life.
All my episodes with fighters, I rarely talked about the fighting. Just
So,
because I know every podcast they go on, oh, your next fight, like, oh, you're training, oh, how's that going? It's all the same shit.
It's the same stuff. And then I just learned how to interact with these people, how to gain their trust and show just who you are with the intentions you have. And that's also what's took me so far in my business with the clients I've been able to score. It's just showing who I am and that I'm not there to get anything out of you. I think it's just cool to be able to work with you.
Yeah.
Just the opportunity to be able to work on your stuff, that's cool. That's cool enough. Because that's all I wanted to do when I started my business. I could go wash 1,000,000 cars, but what's the fun in that? I want to work on cool stuff. I want to work on race cars. I want to work on helicopters. Stuff that most people don't get the chance to work on. And so that's where things have kind of been an advantage for me.
Right.
To know how to do things better.
Right. Now, we can't name names, but this dude has some of the biggest fucking accounts for their cars that you've ever heard of. So if you know a big name in Austin, just take a guess. Couple of them. But fucking happy for you, dude. Fucking happy for you. So what's the immediate future look like for Area 512?
So immediate future is immediately, well, probably by the end of October, we're going to do our launch for the Area 512 Outfitters. It's going to be a clothing brand. We're going to have all like boutique style shirts, so nice quality shirts. They're going to have alien, UFO, Texas theme going on. We also have like Yeti and Sasquatch and some of our graphics to kind of play along with that, with like conspiracy theories and stuff. Just making it catchy and fun. So we got that going on. It's going to have koozies, hats, all kinds of cool stuff. And then also by the end of the year, we'll be opening Area 512 Auto Lab, which will actually be me opening up an establishment in Austin to be able to bring in details and then also wrap vehicles, do window tinting. We're going to prioritize window tinting. So that's going to be like our main gig, just because the demand in Texas, got to have it.
Yeah.
This sun's brutal. So, yeah, doing that. And then next year, really getting the ball rolling on the car wash. So a lot of big things in the works and just trying to grow, man. Trying to grow and show what Area 512 is all about.
Let me go back. So you shared a very, very powerful testimony, especially at the beginning when you talked about what you've been through. Someone that tuned into this and listened to this and heard your experience and they're dealing with something similar, they're dealing with depression, they're having a tough time pulling them out, what would your advice to them be?
Strongest thing you can do is seek help. It's not weak. That's the strongest thing you can do is go and talk about it. Talk about it. You'd be surprised how many other people can relate and are going through the same exact thing. You're not alone. Seek help.
Yeah.
That's literally, it's a game changer.
Well, I just spoke at a prison a couple weeks ago. It was 20. At the end of the day, it was 2,300 inmates that I spoke to by the end of the day, and
that's awesome. By the way,
awesome.
Love that you did that.
Thank you. At the biggest portion of it, when it was the most guys like that, you walk into this room and everybody's penitentiary, like everybody's fucking tough, stiff. You know what I mean? Nobody's showing emotion or anything like that. And so you walk into this room, and that's the demeanor you get. And it was cool because I was able to watch the entire room change. And I watched the transition of them happen, of going to be these hard-ass dudes to softening up, letting emotions start coming through and talking. And at one point I said, and I tell people all the time, and it's one of the most powerful things to me that's ever happened, was standing in front of a judge. He tells me he doesn't see any reason to sentence me to under 20 years. And it was that moment where all the tough guy shit for me went out the window. Mm-hmm. Like me trying to play this tough guy, wanting to be the tough guy, all that, it went right out of the window. And I told them that, and you could tell that hit a lot of them. And one of the guys ended up asking a question, and I remember saying, like, I was like, bro, like, I fucking cried. Like, and as I'm telling you, I was like, I'm about to tear up right now, just like remembering the emotion of all this stuff. And I was like, bro, like, all this tough guy shit that we grow up with and walk around and, like, we bury it down, we don't ask for help, we don't fucking cry. I was like, that's all bullshit. Mm-hmm. It's all bullshit. And anybody that gets older, it seems like once you start getting up in your 40s, your 50s, for whatever reason, like, people start getting more emotional, more in touch with that kind of stuff. But I was like, that's all bullshit. I was like, real fucking men, a real man can stand in front of 2,300 inmates and fucking shed a tear, because at the end of the day, I know who the fuck I am.
You're being true to you.
And bro, like, at the end of giving that talk, the amount of dudes that are coming up to me fucking sobbing, crying, showing emotion in front of these other inmates, but I watched the room change to where they knew they couldn't show that emotion, to where now it's comfortable and it's a, you know, for lack of a better way to say it, a safe space for them to do so. Yeah. But dude, you know, guys coming up to me fucking with tears in their eyes, talking about their sentences, or what, you know, how did they change their life from inside there, like all that stuff. And so, like, just like you're saying, bro, like, be vulnerable, reach out and ask for fucking help.
You don't realize how many people are actually going through it, because people aren't coming out and talking about it. Everyone's going through something. Everyone's going through something.
Everybody.
Life ain't perfect, man. There's always something coming up.
100%.
So, yeah, just going out, talking to people, and, like I said, get a community. Yeah. Find mentors. I'm sure they're all going through the same thing, and they can help you find sources, people to reach out to, things to do. It's just being willing to ask.
Right.
And show what you're going through.
Right. Don't let social media fool you. If they're saying they ain't going through shit, they're fucking lying.
It's the highlight reel.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
My favorite question to ask on the show, hypothetically speaking, you're walking out for the UFC Championship of the World tonight. Mm-hmm. What's your walkout song?
Oof. Cowboys on the Run. Kid Rock.
Good shit.
Yeah, that's the one I kind of
That's the jam?
That's the jam right now.
Love it.
Yeah, that's one I feel the most. So.
Love it. I need to go back through and get all the fight songs for everybody and drop a list.
That'd be cool.
It'd take a long time to go back to 100 episodes.
Make like a Spotify playlist or something.
I need to.
That'd be cool.
I need to.
Or actually, another good song would be Mini Men, 50 Cent. But have you heard the AI generated one?
Mm-mm.
There's a new one. Joe Rogan, he mentions it on his podcast, and you have to listen to it. It's like 1960s.
Oh, I heard about this.
Dude.
Woo! I heard about it. I'm going to check it out today.
Give that a listen. That will get you going.
I heard about it
Yeah,
today.
that gets the blood going real good.
Well, dude, number one, thank you for fucking coming on and bearing your fucking soul to anybody listening to this. Thank you. It's super powerful.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Dude, one of the most powerful, that part you talked about, dude, is one of the most powerful moments on this show ever. Thank you for doing that. The way we like to wrap up the show is if you'd be willing to take a look into your camera and maybe throw out a couple I am statements to let people know who you really are.
Okay. I'm Tyler. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a father. I'm a loving husband. I'm an alien at times.
Yes.
I'm Area 512.
Let's go. Brother, I love you, man. Thank you.
Love you too. Thank you so much, dude.
Excited for this weekend. Excited you and Tex are going to be involved with the 100th episode this weekend.
Yeah,
Thank you for the work you did on my fucking truck. You made it look amazing.
Anytime, man. That's what I do.
What people want to reach out to you? What are your handles?
So if you're into wanting to get your car cleaned up or worked on, Area 512 Auto Spa on Instagram. If you're looking to get some cool clothing, Area 512 Outfitters on Instagram. We're going to have the website and all that good stuff launched probably within 2 weeks. And
by the
yeah.
time this
And
drops,
then,
we'll be ready.
Obviously, Text the Alien. Go give him a follow. You'll
Yes.
get some good entertainment.